Welcome back, everyone. We're out at the compost pile. This has been cooking for about 4 or 5 months, probably closer to 5 months. We're sitting a little over 100 degrees. I just wanted to share this because we've had so much moisture with all the rain we've gotten that it has really soaked up into the pile. And as I was taking it apart, I could just see the steam rolling off of it. You can see the amount of broken down material mixed in with all of our wood chips and such. This is going to go as a top dressing onto all of our herbs and all the other beds we've got. So we can take our hot compost, which is nice and warm, throw it in here, layer it over our mint plants or any of our plants here, and propagate with it and feed it as a top dressing. We do not need to mix this in. All of this is just basically going to be supercharged nutrition leaking down as it rains here over the next week and feeding all these plants and really giving them the boom they need before summer. You can still see lots of wood chips, but it's super broken down and it's very, very warm. Smells awesome. It smells like almost finished compost. And like I said, we're sitting about 5 months. Climb up on the pile. We have all of our plants that were sprouting on the floor that we were using this heat from. I'm gonna steal the whole top of this pile and start to break it down because it is warm enough out that we do not really need it anymore. I just wanted to share this because I could not believe the amount of cook that we've got out of this. This thing has burnt for 4 or 5 months. We ended up relighting this with some wood ash, urine, and water right before it got cold on us this winter because we did not have this pile wet enough, and we ended up getting it correct. We got it nice and large, and we filled it all in with all these fresh wood chips that were free from our local tree service. And this has allowed us to keep our greenhouse warm all winter here. We are in zone 4B, so we are able to achieve good growth in here all winter. So everything you see in this greenhouse was sprouted in here and was growing throughout the winter, and we are able to achieve good heat source through our floor by transferring all of our heat from our water to our floor. So we really have no need for this anymore because spring came on fast and we have warm enough temperatures that all of these plants that were lined up along the intake of our heat, where our heat travels in, I noticed that this bed was the warmest, not only from the sun shining, but from our compost heat passively transferring off here before it rounds back and warms up this bed. But we do not have as much heat on that bed as we have on this bed. So that's why we have all of our sprouting plants lined up. We've got tons of stuff going on. So heating this greenhouse all winter was one of our coolest experiments, and I wanted to share all of our findings here with our compost. That is going to be some super nutritious stuff. You can just see the steam rising out of here. It is physically warm. You can visually see it. Absolutely amazing stuff. This has lasted much longer than we thought, and we did not have to turn this pile. This gives a whole new meaning to a no-turn compost. We may be able to use this all across the board in the future here on a larger scale with the larger Gene Pain compost pile with a larger greenhouse. I hope everybody enjoyed checking all this out. We've got hot temperatures still, which is amazing. So we will be throwing all of this down as a hot bedding on top of all of these herbs to give them a good shot of nutrient before they start getting burnt up by the sun here. We got a bunch of chives coming on. They got beautiful flowers to them. So if anybody has any questions about heating a small greenhouse using Gene Pain and using water, we also transferred air through our compost pile to blow heat into our greenhouse all winter too. This has been very successful for us, and the only byproduct we have is hot compost at the end of the winter. We are well into spring here. It's nice and warm. We had an early spring. So this is going to benefit us. We will be able to mulch in and feed with this right here as a top dressing. Very easy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.